Good job, you made it. Welcome to part 2.
There's another type of letter out there. A letter that girls used to write to boys to break up with them without having to look at them. It was called the Dear John letter. I got a little song for that. Casey, why don't you come in here and help me out? 1, 2, 3.
Dear John, I've met somebody new. He's nicer to me, and besides, I don't love you. Yes, it's true. Dear John, I'm sick of everything about you. You annoy me, destroy me with each little thing you do. When I hear you, I throw up inside. When I see you, I wanna gouge out my eyes. When you call me, I wanna duck for cover or run you down over and over and over. Dear John, please read these words that I wrote. In this letter, you better swallow your tears and choke.
In high school, I lettered in football. It was a very proud moment, almost like losing my virginity. It made me a man, you know? Walking around high school, before I was just a geek. Started playing football, got me a school jacket and a letter. I lettered my freshman year, I lettered again my sophomore year, and I would have lettered my junior year if I didn't quit lettering altogether. The letters I got into in my sophomore year, or my junior year, were A, C, I, and D. Those kept me from lettering ever again. I figured once I had those 4 letters, I didn't need any other letters. And then I got into the POT letters. Those are interesting letters. They lead to more letters, though, because we all know that POT are gateway letters. You know, in junior high, high school even, it was common for people to pass notes to you that were for your friends. You know, like, hey, when you see Amy, give this to her. I received a letter for a friend from his girlfriend breaking up with him. I had to deliver.
Did you know that that's what it said?
And of course I knew. I read it.
You read it?
Of course. You can't hand a letter to somebody and expect them to deliver it without reading it.
Isn't that implied, though? Was it implied?
That I couldn't read it?
Yeah. I never did that.
Really? Well, you have higher morals than I do. See, that's the common mistake. If somebody hands me a letter that's not in a sealed envelope, I'll read it. I may have low character. I don't know. But I'm nosy and I'm meddlesome. And if you handed me a letter that was marked top secret, eyes only, and it wasn't sealed, I'd read that fucker. That's why I never got a security clearance in the military. I was too nosy. I'd read everything.
They told you that?
Well, no, it's implied. It was implied and assumed on my part.
Okay, Regan Roberts has a letter for us. Hold on a second, Regan. Let me get the frogs ready. Okay, go.
An open letter to my fellow artists. Do you realize how important your place in this world is? Not to put us above the rest. Of course, some artists think they are. We are all equal, ultimately, but the artist has a very special place in this world. Because we make people use their imagination. their creative mind. You know, the other side of the brain that has no fucking idea what a mortgage is, or a car payment, or a job, or a paycheck. As time has moved on, and obviously continues to do so, we people of this planet keep distancing ourselves from this side of the brain. And it's fully, literally half of who we are. We wouldn't have cars, computers, and skyscrapers without it, let alone movies and books and paintings and music. Yet so many people in this world, the majority of people in this world, neglect their imagination. And that fact is pretty much putting us all on a fast track to hell. Yes, it's a pretty bold statement, I know. But look around. All these years of supposed evolution, and we're still killing each other, and raping each other, and stealing from each other, and lying to each other, and raping the planet. We do live on the planet, you know. We don't care enough about what effect our actions have on others. We rarely think about those who will follow us. Pretty much mostly all because I believe that we've somehow been trained to not be able to look past right now, or past our own personal hell, or our next personal goal, or anything else that isn't all about me. But when you use your imagination, you're not thinking about you, or your life, or your problems, or what or who you hate. You end up thinking about somebody else, and their life, and their problems, and what they hate or love. You at least see something in this world differently than you ever would have if it weren't for that art experience. And it doesn't matter if you're watching a film, looking at a sculpture, reading a book, listening to BNR, enjoying the artwork of Mother Nature, whatever it is that has captured your attention, has transported you to outside of your selfish self. And when you come back, you've learned something. Usually something good about life, something you can apply to life to better yourself, or better us all. And most people have no fucking idea that this happens to them when they experience art, but it does. And that's half the magic of it. So for those of us who create this art, it's up to us to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. To give everyone, including ourselves, as many outlets and opportunities as possible to escape. To use our imagination, our creative side, the side that thinks about things and sees things only in the way that we uniquely as individuals think about or see them. Because that's where art comes from the uniqueness of individuals. And I believe that the more art we put into this world, the better it becomes for all of us. Peace out.
The phone line is now open. That means you should call us if you got an opinion. Loathe us, love us. Call us. 1-800-749-0632. 1-800-749-0632. Enter the Loathe channel. 6387#. Enter the password 8675309#.
Thanks, Dave. Okay, we've got Hannah from Seattle on the line. Hi, Hannah. What's going on?
Do you remember how 2 years ago he let you have 1 week of vacation in the last 8 years, and all we had to do was go to a stupid hotel in Hampton Bays, and we had to keep in touch every single day. We couldn't plan a fucking thing because we had to keep in touch with your stupid boss every single morning. And you got a bonus? You got a week's vacation? Yeah, so fucking what? Gary and Maddie, they got a week's vacation, but they got a bonus too. And what are you laughing at, asshole? Who's laughing? And you send your friends over to my house to laugh at me when I'm trying to talk to you. You piece of shit.
Oh, that's pretty good. Thanks for calling in, Hannah. Take care.
These are some things that I never got in a letter. I never got cleaner windows, cleaner gutters, or cleaner siding. I never got new windows or gutters or siding either, or a newer, cleaner sex life. I've never fallen in or out of love from a letter, not just a letter anyway. I've never gotten worse or better credit from a letter. I've never gotten news so shocking from a letter that it gave me a heart attack. I've never gotten anthrax in a letter, and I've never gotten a chain letter. I don't know which is worse. I've never gotten hired from a letter, and I've never gotten fired that way either. I have gotten jury duty, and accepted from a university via letter too. So it's a wash, a neutral push, waiting for the postal carrier each day at noon.
Here's a scene from next month's episode.
You get an editor, then you don't have to do that. You can just let it roll and make those huge files.
Isn't Jason Chastain the editor? Aren't you? Aren't you the editor, Jason? You can deal with all this crap, right? You get to wade through all this shit and sort out the diamonds from the shit. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Right, never mind.
Yeah. Screw you, Jason. Spend your night or your weekend sitting in front of your computer listening to us ramble. I don't feel bad. Not at all. Not the least little bit. Maybe when I meet you, but not right now.
Be sure to come back for episode 9, Jokes and Insults.
This has been a production.
Hi, I just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone.
Happy St. Patrick's Day! It's an Americanized holiday that is just based on drinking, which isn't really a bad idea, except it's kind of one of those amateur holidays, amateur drinking holidays, which, people that don't drink a lot get into trouble, puke on their shoes, puke in the street, make the papers. It's a bad deal. It's an amateur drinking holiday. I tend to avoid it, but this one is on Saturday. So happy St. Patrick's Day! Yeah, I'm probably going to get drunk.